Most people assume that eating carbs automatically means your blood sugar is going to spike, but that's not necessarily true. You don't have to be diabetic for blood sugar spikes to affect you. In fact, most people nowadays are insulin resistant without even knowing it, and frequent blood sugar spikes can lead to weight gain, cravings, fatigue, and even long-term health problems like heart disease and kidney failure. The obvious way to reduce blood sugar spikes is cutting back on carbs. But I know that a lot of people aren't quite ready to make that step, and honestly, it's not always necessary. Yes, reducing carbs is an effective strategy, but being smart about them can be just as effective. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 ways to reduce blood sugar spikes without cutting back on carbs. And stick around until the end because 5 and 6 are strategies that not a lot of people think about, but that are super easy and super effective. Again, without cutting carbs. I'm Kait, a nutritionist who specializes in blood sugar control and insulin resistance. I've helped hundreds of clients reverse insulin resistance, PCOS, prediabetes, and type 2 diabetes naturally. So let's get into it. Blood sugar spikes aren't just for diabetics to be concerned about. When your blood sugar spikes too high and drops too fast, it can lead to intense carb cravings that leave you stuck in a cycle of overeating, energy crashes in the afternoon, making you feel sluggish, brain fog and mood swings from blood sugar highs and lows, and increased fat storage, especially around your midsection. And over time, these frequent blood sugar spikes are going to lead to insulin resistance, which makes it even harder for your body to handle carbs. But cutting out carbs completely isn't the only solution. The key is eating carbs in the right way, so you're not stuck on this blood sugar roller coaster. So let's go over the 6 proven ways to do just that. Number 1 is to cool your carbs. Did you know that cooking and cooling starch-rich foods, including pasta, rice, and potatoes, can lower their impact on blood sugar? When starches are cooked and then cooled, some of the starch turns into resistant starch, which isn't fully broken down into sugar. This means it's less digestible starch and a much smaller blood sugar spike. And here's how to do it. Cook your rice, pasta, potatoes, or other starch-rich food as usual. Let the food cool in the fridge for at least 12 hours. And then when you're ready to eat, you can reheat the food. It's still gonna have the same blood sugar benefits. So if you still wanna enjoy starch-rich foods, but have better blood sugar control, this is an easy way to do that. Number 2 is to take a walk after eating. One of the easiest and most effective ways to lower your blood sugar after a meal is to go for a walk. Your muscles use glucose for energy, which means walking after eating helps your body use the sugar from your meal right away, instead of letting it sit in your bloodstream. And the best part, when you're exercising, your muscles can absorb glucose without the need for insulin. This reduces the need for your body to produce insulin, which helps to improve your insulin sensitivity over time. But how long does the walk have to be? Even just 10 minutes after a meal can make a big difference. But if you have the time, a 20 or 30-minute walk can be even better. Number 3 is to take blood sugar supporting supplements. Certain nutrients can improve your cell's insulin sensitivity and how efficiently your cells can absorb glucose. This makes it easier for your body to handle carbs. The most well-known and well-studied one is going to be berberine. It is one of the most powerful natural supplements for blood sugar control. Studies show that berberine can lower blood sugar as effectively as metformin, a prescription diabetes drug. It works by improving insulin sensitivity and reducing glucose production in the liver. It also helps reduce sugar cravings, which is great for keeping carb intake balanced. So how do you use berberine? All you have to do is take 500 milligrams before a meal, and this is going to lower your blood sugar response to that meal. Now, there are other natural supplements as well, such as inositol, chromium, cinnamon, which can also help with blood sugar control. But like I said, berberine has been shown to be very effective and it's been heavily researched. Although I will say that some people experience side effects with berberine. So if you want to know more about it and if it's right for you, I'm going to link a video up above that you can check out afterwards. Number 4 is to get enough sleep. Did you know that one night of poor sleep makes you more insulin resistant the following day? Research shows that men who sleep less than 6 hours per night are 2.8 times more likely to develop diabetes. When you don't sleep enough, your body becomes less efficient in handling carbs, causing higher blood sugar spikes after meals. Lack of sleep also increases hunger hormones, making you crave more carbs and sugar the next day. Now, if you want to optimize your sleep for better blood sugar control, here are some of my top tips. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet, and avoid screens 30 to 60 minutes before bed to prevent blue light from disrupting melatonin production. Hack number 5 is to eat your carbohydrates later in the day. Did you know that your body handles carbs better in the afternoon and the evening? Studies show that insulin sensitivity is naturally higher later in the day, meaning your body can process carbs more efficiently. Eating carbs in the morning tends to cause bigger spikes in blood sugar, especially for those with insulin resistance or high fasting blood sugar. So if you struggle with sugar crashes and high fasting blood sugar, save your carbs until later in the day. And finally, hack number 6 is to eat carbs at the end of your meal. The order in which you eat the food on your plate can have a big impact on your blood sugar response. You can be eating the exact same meal, but if you eat the food in a slightly different order, this can be the difference between a big blood sugar spike and no spike at all. Eating protein, fat, and fiber first helps to slow down digestion, reducing the blood sugar spike from the carbs. Studies show that eating carbs at the end of a meal significantly lowers post-meal insulin levels. This one simple change makes a huge difference to your blood sugar response. So as you can see, you don't have to cut out carbohydrates entirely in order to have better blood sugar control. You just have to be strategic about how you eat them. Now, let's quickly recap because you might have forgot what was at the start of this list. Number 1 was to cool your carbs to create resistant starch. Number 2 was walk after eating to help your muscles absorb glucose better. Number 3 was to take blood sugar supporting supplements like berberine. I'll link to my favorite brand in the description box down below, one that I have personally tested and that is effective. Number 4 is to prioritize sleep to keep your insulin sensitivity high. Number 5 is to eat carbs later in the day for better blood sugar control. And number 6 is to eat carbs last in your meal to lower glucose spikes. Now, if you're serious about balancing your blood sugar, maybe you're insulin resistant or pre-diabetic and you're trying to stop it in its tracks, I have something exciting to share. I'm launching a new blood sugar reset coaching program, and I'm looking for a few people to test it out and give me feedback. So if you're interested in being one of the first to try, comment reset below. I'll be selecting a few people to join me for the first round. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. If you found this video helpful, make sure to click that subscribe button because I'm posting videos on blood sugar control, insulin resistance, weight loss, all of the time. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.